YouTube friends, welcome to this quick morning stretch practice that you can do first thing in the morning when you wake up, or you could even practice anytime throughout your day that you really just need a little bit of a reset and you don't have time for a longer 30-minute or 60-minute session. This will be perfect for you. So join me on the mat, and when you're ready, we will get started. Now, as always in a yoga practice, we are going to just start with the breath. We'll start connecting to the breath, connecting inwards and just centering the body before we start to bring our body into movement. So find your way into a comfortable seat. I like to sit cross-legged with my feet in front of my pelvis. If that's not comfortable for you though, you can sit kneeling. Just make sure that you're comfortable this morning and being kind to your body, because if you are practicing with me first thing, you may feel a little bit sleepy, you may feel a little bit sluggish. So just be really gentle and honor yourself with what you need, remembering that this is a guide. Everything I offer is a guide. You are the master of your own body. And here we go. Enjoy your practice. We'll start by placing our hands anywhere in your thighs. You could rest them in the lap and just take a little moment to close down the eyes and just check in. Just a little quick check in with yourself this morning. Check in with your body. Asking yourself, how am I feeling today? How are my thoughts? How is my energy? How does my body feel? And just tuning into that. Just taking a moment to acknowledge maybe what is your body asking for today? What is your body asking from you? What is it asking you to gift yourself with in this practice and as you move throughout your day? And maybe you'd like to join me in setting an intention to honor whatever it is you need today, if you have the capacity to do so. I know sometimes with work and life, it's not always easy just to do what our body needs. But see if you can honor you just a little more. And then we'll start to bring our awareness towards the breath. Just feeling that breath travel in through the nose, filling up the lungs, front, back, and sides. And exhaling out of the nose. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out of the nose. And I invite you to see if you can bring your breath into an equal count. I won't count for you, but perhaps you can inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4 at your own speed. Deep breath in. Long breath out. A couple more breaths here. Just feeling how your body receives the breath. No right or wrong. And then you can start to interlace your fingers, flutter open your eyes. And on a deep breath in, we're going to lift our elbows up towards the sky. Exhale, breath, push the hands forwards, draw the navel in as you round your back and empty out. Inhale breath is going to take your arms up to the sky, take it into a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, take your left hand down, come into a side bend. Right arm reaches overhead. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, breath brings you back to center. And exhale, breath, draw your hands towards your heart. Interlace the hands, or do that once more. Inhale, breath, elbows lift. Exhale, breath, hands press forwards, navel in as you round the spine. Inhale, arms reach overhead, take a gentle back bend. And exhale, right hand down this time, take the side bend, left arm overhead. Deep breath in, press the left hip down. Exhale, breath, soften into the shape. Inhale, breath brings you back up to center, both arms high. And exhale, breath, hands towards your heart. And we'll begin to move towards hands and knees. So bring your hands towards the earth and just step your knees back. Make sure your wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Spread your fingers nice and wide. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Take an in-breath to lift the chest. And an exhale breath to round the spine, tuck the toes. Twice more. Inhale breath as you arch the spine, look up, collarbones broad. Exhale breath as you round, really articulate the spine nice and slowly. Chin is the last to tuck. And one more time, tuck the toes. Inhale breath, shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale breath as you round, untucking the toes, pushing the earth away, navel in. Now find your way back to a neutral spine. Spread the knees wide, bring the big toes together, and find your way back to a child's pose. I encourage to tent your fingers, so lift the palms and bring the tops of the fingers down, elbows are lifted, and bring your forehead towards the earth. Really try and claw your way a little bit forwards just to find a nice stretch in the back body. And then walk your hands all the way over to the left side, taking both hands off the earth, and really press your right hip backwards, but reach your right arm forwards and just find that really nice stretch through the side of the body. Delicious. Walk your hands up and over to the right side, taking both hands off the mat. This time press the left hip back. Left arm reaches a tiny bit further forwards as you find that stretch through the left lateral side. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Amazing. Walk your hands back towards the top of the mat. We'll move into Anahatasana, just a gentle puppy dog pose. So bring the knees together, stack the knees underneath the hips, and you can actually grab hold of the top edge of your mat between your fingers and your palms. And then with the arms nice and straight, begin to press your chest towards the earth. Now try not to come all the way, just take your forehead down. Keep it nice and gentle. It is sort of very early morning, maybe for some of you. Tailbone long, navel draws in as you press the chest towards the earth. Amazing. Now come up nice and slowly. Anchor the hands towards the ground. Maybe take a couple of rolls of the spine if that feels good for your body. And then in your own time, take a couple breaths. We'll move into a downward facing dog. Now, it may be your first downward dog of the day. If it is, I encourage you to lift the heels and have a nice bend in the knees. Your sitting bones lift towards the sky. Navel is drawing in, arms are straight, spreading the fingers really nice and wide. Firming the shoulder blades onto the back and tune back into your breath. Offering the mat any thoughts that you have and returning back to your breath. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And we'll do a little bit of a flow here. Take an inhale, lift your heels as high as you can. Exhale, breath nice and slow. Your knees are going to drop to the ground as your spine rounds. And we're going to stand up on our knees as if we're coming towards camel pose. So take the hands towards the lower back. On an inhale breath, elbows back, shoulders back, lift the heart, breathe in life. Exhale breath, come towards a child's pose, taking the knees out nice and wide. On your next inhale breath, we'll round the spine as we lift and rock over the knees, pulling the heels to the bum and rocking the pelvis towards the ground. Chest lifts. Inhale. Exhale breath, find your way back. Downward facing dog. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, breath nice and slow, drop the knees, belly in. Keep the toes tucked as you inhale, stand up on your knees, arch the spine, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, breath, child's pose. Inhale, rocking the pelvis forwards, pulling the heels towards the bum for a sort of lumbering cat, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, breath, find your way back, downward facing dog. One more time together. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, breath, drop the knees. Inhale, breath to lift the heart, lift the chest, hands to the back. Exhale, breath towards the child's. Inhale, breath for a lumbering cat. Pull the belly to spine as you come forwards. Then lift the heart, let the pelvis drop. And exhale, navel in as you travel back, downward facing dog. Just take a moment to pedal out the heels, finding any free movement that your body needs right now. And then drop the knees to the ground. And you can sit back on your heels, just taking a moment, bringing your left hand towards your heart, your right hand on top. And just reconnecting to your breath, that Samariti, equal breath. 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Observing how the body feels and just coming back to your intention to gift yourself with what your body needs today. And if you had a different intention, of course, coming back to that one. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And then gently sitting down on your bum, we'll extend our feet forwards. And then you can begin to take the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh and just release any flesh from underneath the seat and turn to face your right leg. Keep your right hand down on the ground beside your hip. Take an inhale, left arm reaches up high. And exhale, begin to fold the body forwards, hinging at the hip, spine is long. Maybe your left hand comes to your right leg, and maybe you wrap it around that right foot. This might be a bit strong for you early in the morning, so just go to your edge, play with that edge, but don't push too much past it. Deep breath in to find length through the spine. And exhale to fold. On your inhale, firm your thigh to the ground as you lift your left arm nice and high, and take your left hand behind you. We'll move into flash dancer, lift the hips and reach that right arm overhead, just really opening up the front of the body. Keep letting the breath flow through the lungs. And exhale, sit the hips down. And then we'll move on to the other side, extending your left leg forwards, taking the sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh. And left hand beside the body. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, lean the body forwards. Maybe that right hand comes to that shin. This might be as far as you go. Maybe right hand comes to the outer edge of the left foot. Deep breath in, lengthen the spine, navel in. Exhale, breath, fold a little deeper. Inhaling, lift your right arm up to the sky. Taking your right hand behind the back and lifting the hips, flash dancer pose. Keep letting the breath flow in and out of the nose. And exhale, sit the hips down to the ground. And then just gently, a little time for introspection. Bring the soles of your feet together. Release the flesh once again from beneath your seat. And your feet can really be as close or as far away from the pelvis as you need for your hips. Bring your hands towards the feet. Take a breath in, lift the chest. And exhale, you can gently round the spine and curl the chin in. Just taking a few breaths in this shape. Just another opportunity to look inwards and ask yourself what you need today. A little bit of time to be introspective before you head on out into your day. And then carefully lifting the chest. Using your hands to gently draw the knees back together, and maybe just give your knees a bit of a windshield wipe from side to side. Now, if you have a little bit longer to spare, I strongly encourage you to take a short Shavasana and take any final movements that you feel your body needs before you go out into your day. And thank you for practicing with me. I hope to practice with you again soon. Big love. Mwah.